Hey guys, it's Cauliflower, and you probably can tell from the title of this video that today I decided to have a sit down with you guys and update you guys, and also I wanted to address and dispel some rumors that have been going around lately. And I use that term loosely when I say rumors because there's some things that in the last couple of months that have been said, whether it's on social media or of course some of these, gossip sites or what have you, or in the comments of my videos or other creators' videos. And I don't understand why it is such a mission to continue this crusade that certain people have against certain members of, Beauty and Beyond or just YouTube or what have you, or whoever's related. But for me, as much as I have said before in other videos that certain things that are said about me on gossip sites and that kind of a thing don't affect me, but there are certain accusations that have been made because of a certain gossip site that have been said that I haven't addressed and that I am going to choose to address today because I am putting it to bed afterwards. The other thing is I just wanted to update you guys on some things that have been kind of on the hiatus. I actually addressed this in another update video about not making certain videos and kind of taking Collie Chats off the map for now and that kind of a thing. And I am going to touch base on that and that status and what's going on with that as well. So let's get to some of the wonderful things that are being said about me lately. And the reason why I'm even addressing this or why I'm even making this video is because, quite frankly, for me, right now, I'm in a place where I am getting therapy because of some things that I have talked about as far as like my dad's death and some other things. And I find that sometimes when I sit down and I have these types of discussions, that they help me therapeutically. That for me, because I'm not actually getting a said reaction from somebody, that I can just say what I need to say and be articulate and get out my thoughts clearly instead of having what's like a session where I am actually interacting with somebody else, asking me questions or giving me feedback. I'm not looking for feedback on this. This is actually something I need to get off of my chest, and then I'm going to just continue with my life accordingly, because that's what we all do here on YouTube. We just go on with our lives after we deal with the said nonsense that goes on every single day, which is being part of a YouTuber or somebody that's on social media. The thing that really mainly bothers me is the fact that it's just continual and that it is just something that seems to be a personal crusade with certain people, whether they're your friends, which sometimes it's funny because, even the devil was an angel at one point. And it seems to me like people that claim to be friendly with you or are your friends or pretend to be your friend or will engage in friendly discussion with you, they end up doing things that are not so friend-like. And you kind of wonder, like, where their whole agenda is going. Like, what is this supposed to be in the end? Like, what is your main goal or your agenda leading you to by friending somebody and then by stabbing them in the back or by pretending that you like them and then trying to find dirt or dig up stuff on them? I will never understand that kind of thinking, or people that engage in that kind of gossip situation where they want to find little excerpts and pieces of things and try to put it together to make this picture that doesn't exist of a person, because they're so, I don't know what the word is or the terminology. I want to say jealous. Jealous seems to be just at the like beginning of it. I don't even think it's just normal jealousy. I think it's come to the point where it's gone deeper and it's gone beyond just having a distaste for somebody or just having a feeling of like, how come they get to do this or they get to have this and I don't, kind of a thing. I think it's gone deeper, and that disturbs me. And there seems to be a public crusade going on that's been going on for several months now, probably longer than that. And of course, it involves the people I'm friends with, but it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than just being friends with certain people and people, trying to make them look like there's something else that they're not. Well, it goes on to me as well. So recently I made a video which I actually unlisted, and I will tell you why I unlisted the video. I made the video about how I was banned from Guru Gossiper, and quite frankly, like I said, it was made in jest. I really wasn't caring too much about why they did it. In fact, I find them as just as moronic as I've ever found them, because they just continually do the same stupid things that they always do. But hey, they've got to do something at some point. But on that video, like weeks later, I'd probably want to say like 2 months later, the said moderator came over and actually commented on my video saying that she is the one who banned me, and there are reasons why she banned me, and she didn't want to screenshot or show my subscribers what I did to cause me to get kicked off of Guru Gossip, which I found very interesting, because in my eyes and in my heart, and knowing what I did do on that site, does not constitute me being banned after I've seen so many people defy rules left and right, and they're just allowed to do whatever they want whenever they want. Well, she went into it deeper because, of course, she got into a said, back and forth thing with myself and with Nikki. And for me, she had said that I and Nikki, we both threatened people, that we threatened people's lives. And then she went as far as saying that I told somebody to kill themselves, that I literally wrote that they should just kill themselves, or that the world wouldn't miss them, or something to that effect. Where people come up with this kind of garbage really just disturbs me, because I love how they say there's said proof, there's screenshots, there's this, there's that. I don't care what kind of said proof you think you have. The point of the matter is, quite frankly, is the extent you will go to vindicate yourself from telling people that basically when YouTubers defend themselves, they are not protected, because this is a gossip site, and we're protecting the very scum that talks about them, and doesn't matter what they say or how they say it or what they lie about, they're protected. But the YouTubers that are complaining about it are not, because they're the YouTubers that are just, the reason for all of this gossip. And of course, we're getting money in our pockets, so we're not going to do anything that has to do with getting money taken out of our pockets. But this disgusting display of a person decided that she wanted to make it known that I had been banned off of Guru Gossip for telling people to kill themselves. There is never a reason or an extent that I would ever go to that kind of a disgusting display of a comment or of a reaction to a bunch of morons that just want to make up shit about me or about my friends or what have you. It should never go to that level, because they're not worth that kind of energy. But as far as telling people to kill themselves, you should be ashamed of yourself to even write a lie such as that, because I don't care who you are. There is nobody in the world, unless you physically harm me or my family, unless you commit a horrible crime, unless you are the scum of the scum. And I know there's scum on your website, but I'm talking scum of the earth, where you are just nothing but a hate monger, and you're doing all sorts of things like that ever should have that kind of reaction. I would never tell a person to go kill themselves. First of all, I happen to be somebody who has suffered from depression and who also has tried to kill herself in her life. I'm an advocate for suicide prevention. I'm an advocate for depression. I'm an advocate for all of that stuff. I've talked about it on my channel. I am somebody that has helped other people. I have people in my life that have deep depression, that have tried suicide. There would never be a time I would ever tell anybody on a public website and a social media website to go kill themselves, because nobody is even worth that much hatred or dissension because they don't like me. Don't like me. That's fine. I don't care. Your caliber of a person that you are, that you go on a Guru Gossip site and you make up lies, really doesn't matter to me. The only way you matter to me is when you blatantly make up lies of this magnitude. And that is the only thing I'm addressing as far as that website is concerned. So that was said on a public video of mine, that was the reason I was banned. So I took down the video, not because of the accusation, but because of the fact that this person is not only just a said moderator, but obviously she's a disgusting, horrible troll that does this to a bunch of YouTubers. And to give her a platform to continuously do this was not my want or need at that point. After she had no proof or no way to prove that I said any of these things that she was, accusing me of, I ended the conversation and I was done with the video. For me, it was a jest video. It was funny to me. Chris was laughing in the background. These people don't get to me in that respect. Those 4 people that love to talk about me in relation to Nikki or whoever else don't matter to me. I hate beauty gurus, Rocky, who's the other one? Teddy's Serious. Like, go fuck yourselves, all of you. I don't give a shit about any of you. You're all pathetic as far as I can tell. And you all have nothing else better to do but make up shit and then write it and then post it to Guru Gossip and go, ha 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 ha. Yeah, see how, like, they watch us and they read us and all this other junk, whatever. You're right, we do. We give you, like, attention because you give us attention. So this is the type of attention you deserve. Okay, moving on. There's been also some things that have been coming to my Twitter account that have been said on my videos in relation to the Karina Kaboom video that I also made, which also got taken down. And the reason that got taken down is because let's not make a situation bigger than it really is. And I will even say this directly to Karina because I know that Karina had a little bit of an issue with me. First of all, she made a video mentioning me, maybe not in my name, but she mentioned everything that has to do with what had happened on a video of hers that I disagreed with, and I made that very publicly known. I'm disagreeing with what you said and how you said it, and the fact of your content. So I have that right to do that because it's not just from that specific video, it was from a slew of videos she was making. And again, like I said in that video, I have a right as a content creator and as a viewer to disagree. That's all it was. She went that extra mile by having to throw me into her video of why she unsubscribed from me, as if that's even important because I'm a smaller YouTuber. So it really wasn't anything of any real relevance other than to say that she's a bigger YouTuber who can unsubscribe from a smaller, insignificant YouTuber because they don't matter and their opinions don't matter. Well, that's her big FU to the entire small community as far as I see it, and therefore I took down that video because A, I'm not going to keep explaining why I disagree with Karina. I disagree with a bunch of YouTubers. I just happened to make a video about Karina because she decided that it was important to throw me in one of her videos. And the other thing is that I don't have any public drama with Karina. I don't agree with her. I have made that opinion known. Whatever I have as far as personal conversations with other people that I decide to have are my own personal conversations. I don't go on such websites and talk about Karina all the time. In fact, I have better things to discuss than worrying about what Karina does with her channel, as I know she doesn't worry about what I do with my channel. And that's it. It's buried. It's done. So please stop messaging me. Please stop commenting on my videos about Karina and why this, that, and the other thing. And yes, I did take down my video because, again, for me, just like the Gerard Cosmetics, it's no longer relevant. I talked about it. I said what I needed to say, and I'm not interested in it gaining views or subscribers from her name being in the title. I did what I did for me, and now I don't need it anymore, so it doesn't need to be up. So if you have an issue with that, oh well. I'm tired of people running back and forth to other YouTubers telling them, oh, Cauliflower did this. Yes, she did. I'm not hiding anything. If you have an issue with me, come directly to me. I think I've said this a million times. Okay. There's another situation that has been going on, and I'm not going to get into it about Nikki. This is about me now, personally. It is in relation to Nikki Murphy, but now this has to do with me because I am her friend. And I'm talking about this on my end of it. So lately, again, we as the Beauty and Beyond Facebook group have had some more issues with two people in particular that were people that were, well, one of them we met in this website, this app that we're all using, that we do like conversations. We have public conversations with each other. We go into private rooms and we have conversations. Well, it doesn't seem to end that people troll just your social media or just the group or just your videos, but they also troll the websites that you go on. So you're no safer any place than anything that has to do with social media. I guess that's just the way of the world. Well, this particular app, which is connected to Twitter, it's not Periscope, but it's connected to Twitter, and you can go into a private room and you can talk to anybody, and they can come in at any time they want. And if you have discussions about, YouTube or other YouTubers, or just, you're talking about your day or talking about videos or what have you, I think that's your right to do that. But the funny part is that there's always people in there that pretend that they are your friends, but then they end up taking information or stuff that you say and they run back to other people, or they create something that isn't there. So recently there were two people that were in there. One of them I was really friendly with. I liked her from the get-go. And then there was this other kid that we actually met through this app that came in one night and was hanging with the girls, and he seemed pretty cool and what have you. But then it turned into something ugly, as it always does. These two people decided to get involved with each other, which is their right and their business, and that's fine. But because of the level of intensity that it was, or the fact that they didn't want other people to know, well, when they would be in these conversations with us, they would act a certain way, very hidden, like there was something going on, but they didn't want to dispel too much, and that's their business. But one of them is a young man, a young male, who decided to get involved with a bunch of women, who was on our beauty site, who was in our conversations, and who decided one night to troll one of my blabs, one of my conversations that I was having in this particular website. And tried to create it to be where we were bad-mouthing the person that he got involved with, one of the girls that used to be on the Beauty and Beyond group that we have. And that wasn't true. There was nothing said in that specific conversation that entitled them to turn around and not only do that, but block everybody. I mean, they were blocking people they were friends with. This particular girl was blocking people she was friends with. She blocked me. She blocked some other girls. And nothing was said in there that was so horrible or so mean. But I'm using this as a particular situation to make a point. People need to stop taking things and trying to create them into other things. If I'm in a private blab, which is what I was on with a bunch of people talking about certain things, it is about as relevant as when you go around the water cooler every day at your job and you're bitching about your boss, or you're talking about your coworker, or you're just venting. That's all it is. Why do people find it necessary to come in there as a troll or as a sneak or as somebody that pretends to be your friend and decides that they want to make a whole big drama and blow everything up out of proportion and decide to ruin the very community that you're trying to just interact with? What is that? So that's happened. I was also thrown into me being this person that goes around on social media and talks about these two people and that are knocking them. I am not knocking them. I have never knocked them. I have made my opinion known that I thought it was a little awkward. I went in there one day and it seemed like everybody was kind of just like on their, on eggshells. It was kind of a weird situation, a weird vibe. And I made my comment known in that particular blab. And when this person decided to block everybody, I thought it was a shitty thing to do, and I expressed that. It turned into, of course, yet another drama that, now I'm talking about this person on social media and I'm downplaying her relationship. That never happened. If a person has a situation, that they are involved in that is clearly something that the majority of people they know are not feeling comfortable about, well, maybe it's just something that we are looking at as a perception. But it doesn't mean that we're sitting there looking to destroy or to, smear or to make a person look bad. It's just getting to a point for me that reasons why I don't do certain things anymore, or why I don't have collie chats, or why I don't make personal videos anymore, is everything seems to be just more ammunition to take it, piece it, and make it out to be something else that it isn't. And it's getting to be very detrimental to my channel, because all I am doing at that point now is stepping back and taking away the very heart and soul, which is me and my spirit and how I feel about things and how I want to give certain things. Now I'm at a point where I don't want to give certain things, where I don't want to share certain things, where I don't want to do the public things that I used to do, because everything now is up for scrutiny. Everything now is being tied to another drama that has nothing to do with anything outside of the fact of who I choose to be friends with, or who I choose to talk to, or what I choose to do on a daily basis. Everything is up for some sort of scrutiny. And at this point, I'm a good person. I'm a person that can be talked to directly. If you come to me directly, if you message me directly, if you need to know something, I will give you that information, and I will give you the respect of that information. But if you're going to come to me on my video, at my Twitter account, on my Instagram account, or in any way in a public forum, you're going to get the attitude you're going to get, because I am not about playing that stupid bullshit game where you think you're going to catch me in something, or you think you're going to make me look like a person that I'm not. No, I'm going to give you what you're looking for. Oh, you're looking for me to give you an attitude? Are you looking for me to be a bitch? Yes, that's exactly what you're going to get, because I don't play this little guru gossip game. If you have something to say, then say it the way that it should be said. Say it in a respectful manner. Say it to me privately. Say it to me in an email. Say it to me in a Facebook message. But don't go on social media and make public posts and make videos, not even videos, public posts on my Twitter account, on my video comments, or to other people that are involved with me. Oh, did you know that cauliflower did such and such and such and such? I'm pretty sure that the people that know that if I made a video about them, it was out there for them to watch. So to go and run back to them and say, oh, did you know cauliflower did this, is kind of a moot point. I'm just saying. So now getting to my update. As far as like what I have mentioned in my other update video about collie chats being on the hiatus. Collie chats will be making a return. The main reason why I took collie chats down was because of myself and Chris. Chris has been injured very badly over the last few months, and Chris is now going to be going through some physical, he's going to be going through some surgeries and some physical things that cause him not to want to be on camera, and I respected that. And I'm also supportive of him because he's my best friend and somebody I love very much. And that's why we haven't been doing collie chats. I did discuss it with him. He feels comfortable enough to come back. He wants to come back. We want to have discussions about things that, are relevant to us, that we want to, of course, give to you guys. But I'm going to do that at a very snail's pace. I don't want to jump right back into it. I don't want to publicly give too much exposure to why he has an injury or what had happened to him. That is up to him if he wants to discuss it. If he wants to give you guys that information, I am not going to offer that information. The other thing is that I have been holding back from doing other things on my channel. If you have noticed, I haven't done a lot of small channel shout-outs. I haven't done a lot of personal videos. I haven't done just a lot of things. I've only been keeping it to just, the standard beauty type videos and the standard kind of like hauls and things like that. Haven't really been doing a lot of growing on my channel because I've been pulling back because of the said things that have been going on in my personal life, and also things that have been going on in social media. But I'd like to stop that. Part of my therapy is to work through things and to face them and to figure out why I haven't been feeling 100% about doing anything. And it's not only just YouTube related. It's also in other aspects of things that I do. It's my reviewing, it's my blogs, it's my job, it's, just things of that matter. And I'm slowly trying to get back into them, trying to do the things that I did before that I stopped doing, because that's just an MO with me. After a while, if I feel like I'm being inundated with things that are stressing me out, or things are happening that are bad and I don't know how to handle them, I end up pulling myself out of them and kind of stop doing what I enjoy. And then that also adds on to my depression, also adds on to just procrastinating longer than I should. And I really don't want to do that anymore. I'm trying to just piece by piece come out of my little turtle shell and go back to doing what I love doing, and that's bringing you guys more videos and talking about subjects and things that matter, and just being a little bit more open than I have been. But I had to dispel the rumors first, because those are the very things that can take you and make you think that if that's the way I'm being viewed, if that's what people really think about me, then I really don't want to put myself out there. And I don't really think that that is the truth. I think people just like to link you to gossip because they like to just enjoy watching you suffer or watching you just take down what you've created. And I'm not going to do that. I am not going to give in to those people that want to tie me into drama for whatever reason they need to tie me into it. The people that pretend to be my friends, the people that pretend to like me on my channel, what have you. I have given you every open opportunity to just leave my channel, but apparently you enjoy trolling it, or, making up shit or what have you, and, thumbing down my videos or making stupid comments, whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. If that's, that's what you enjoy doing, well, you're the one who has to explain that at the end of the day, like why you spend so much time, making comments about people, trolling people and talking about them and making up lies. I mean, that's more pathetic than anything I can come up with. So bravo on that. But, that's it, guys. I just wanted to update you, give you guys a little bit more of a synopsis on, some things I've been watching and seeing and reading and kind of just shaking my head at. But at this point, I wanted to dispel some of the rumors, of why people are so interested in stuff that really doesn't matter, that, I've taken down things because I'm kind of just done with them. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys soon in one of my videos whenever I do that. Bye.